This is SpeakWrite with Sid, episode 16. My name is Siddharth Sathi and you're watching Phoenix Dreams. We started with the punctuation marks last Saturday and we will continue with the same. We spoke about 3 last time. We spoke about the full stop or the period. We spoke about the comma and we spoke about the semicolon. We'll take 3 more and we'll talk about the colon, the question mark and the exclamation point or exclamation mark. Right? The colon first. Now the colon is very similar to the semicolon and is used replaceably with the semicolon, but there is one use of the colon which is different, and that is when you are proclaiming something, when you are giving out information about something. Let's say, as an example, if I were to talk about my channel, I can say that my channel Phoenix Dreams has 3 themes. Then I use a colon, which is 2 dots one above the other, and then I mention life coaching, science, and English communication. So when I'm declaring something, I am announcing something, is when you use the colon. Now, like I said, it can also be used replaceably with a semicolon when you want to use 2 independent clauses together, but you want a slightly longer pause for effect. And it is more written than verbal. Really, it doesn't sound any different. When you're using a colon or a semicolon in a statement, it is not going to sound any different. It is going to sound the same. Whereas when you write it, it will be different, which means that there is a longer pause to be taken when you read it. Because otherwise the usage is just the same. The colon is also used in mathematical expressions, especially to denote a ratio. Something is to something. 1 is to 2 is used. You use a colon with that. So mathematical usage also is something that a colon has. So also do full stops and commas, by the way. Mathematical, when you use decimals, you use the same symbol. Whereas when you're using numbers to separate numbers in thousands and in lakhs, or in crores in Indian usage, or millions or billions in Western usage, you use commas to separate numbers as well, right? So a lot of these punctuation marks also have usage in as mathematical symbols. Okay, moving on to the next one, let's talk about the question mark. Now, if you remember the full stop, that the full stop was always used to announce that the sentence is finished. So a full stop is always used at the end of a declarative sentence. Similarly, a question mark is used at the end of an interrogative statement, which means when you are seeking some information, when you are interrogating someone with the aim of asking or getting information from somebody, you end a sentence with a question mark. The question mark has a specific symbol, which I'll show you. It also has a specific sound. If you remember, comma had a sound. Similarly, the question mark also has a specific sound. Are you serious? Are you coming today or will you be coming tomorrow? So again, it's got an upward swirl similar to a comma, but it leaves, it makes it clear to the listener's ear that there's a question being asked. Are you serious? So it goes up again, like if it was a comma, are you serious? So there is an upward swirl in both of those, but there is a slightly different sound to the question mark, which makes it clear to the listener that a question is being asked, right? There's just one usage of the question mark, and that is at the end of interrogative statements. The third one that we're going to talk about today is the exclamation point or exclamation mark. It is a straight line with a dot underneath it. Now, this is always used whenever you want to exhibit or communicate emotions. So it is very often used with words which are known as interjections, which are words which exhibit or which communicate emotions. And normally with those words you'd use the exclamation mark when you are surprised or shocked or angry. Any kind of deep or strong emotion is used by using 2 things: the interjection, a word which expresses that, and the exclamation mark. So words like wow, are you serious can also have an exclamation mark when you're not really asking a question. It's a rhetoric question. Are you serious? It doesn't end with the question mark sound. Right? So whenever there is a strong emotion being expressed, you'll have an interjection and an exclamation mark. You'll again hear through the tone of the voice this time, not through the upward, downward swirls, but the tone of the voice itself tells you that the word is an interjection and an exclamation mark at the end, which means an emotion is being expressed, right? So yeah, that's it for now. Once again, I hope it has been clear. So please be aware. Please listen keenly when you're, when you are being communicated to. Watch out for these sounds, for the upward swirls, downward swirls, for the tone. All of this is important. And punctuation is not just symbols, but like I said earlier, it is also specific sounds. So when you're listening, listen to those sounds. When you are communicating, Make sure you make the right kind of sounds to make the person in front of you understand whether it's an exclamation mark or a question, whether it's a rhetoric question or an interrogative question, which means whether you're making a statement or are you seeking information. So the tone of your voice and the sounds you make are the ones which are the punctuations in your communication. So use them right? Okay, so that's all I have for you. Once again, if you have any questions, queries, any specific things you want to know, use the comment section or call me, send me an email. I'm always there for you to answer all your questions. Right? Thank you very much for your time and patience. Thank you very much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. And if you like what you're watching, please share. Until next time.